So what I was saying was basically, right now, if he was to attack, he could probably. I think they're gonna go. It's gonna be even. I mean, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose all his Colossus to the air,
Yeah.
but Fonzie's gonna lose all his Marines. Let's see how this plays out.
I really like how the Vikings have upgrades on them as well. They have 1-0, but still that extra one attack is really going to do something. Oh,
Oh, you can see here.
man, these Colossi are just eating
Yeah,
up the Marines.
that's what I said. He's just gonna eat up
Yep.
the Marines, but he's gonna lose them to the Vikings. That one Immortal's just going in. 9 kills or 7 kills.
Kelthar's macro is really nice.
Yeah, he's keeping his money down, but he's also on two
Yeah, I
and
say,
like a quarter of a base, not even a quarter.
yeah,
He
Kelthar
needs
needs
to.
to work on saturating his bases, and then he could use his superior macro like to win him games
Oh,
because he
he's
has good
saturating
macro.
all bases. He's saturating all bases. It's just he's not producing enough nexuses, enough probes from each nexus. He's using one nexus. Try using all your nexuses because you have two of them sitting on 100 energy. That's 8 Chronos. Chronos, yeah. You have the other one right here for another Chrono, and another one on top of that. That's 10 Chronos right there, if my math is right. Which probably isn't, but you got about 10 Chronos. You have a somewhat army that can fight something. You have your Mothership Core with 200 energy that I haven't seen being used efficiently. During that battle, if you would have pulled back to this Nexus, activated your cannon, you could have done a lot more damage, a lot quicker. You could have maybe kept more units. I don't know if it targets air units, I forget, but now.
All right, I think this is over right here. I'm sorry to call it early GG, but this is just way too much army from Fonzie. He has 3-3
Here
upgrades
we go,
compared
here we
to
go.
Kelthar's 2-0.
He has a lot less Vikings, though, have you noticed?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
No. It's all over. He's crumbling. I mean,
Yeah,
that's not
unfortunately.
very many Marines and Marauders left. He doesn't have the back. Yeah, he has the backup. It's over. GG, my friend. Now,
That's a good stream of units coming in for backup. For
before we finish this off, I want to just tell Kauthar, you could get to Platinum, Diamond, maybe Masters if you work on a few things. One, produce more probes out of each Nexus. Two, always get upgrades. Don't just use one forge. Try and get 3 forges, constant production of upgrades. I love your macro. You normally spend all your money. You have this money because you're panicking. Don't worry, I do that too. If I'm losing a base, I stop. Sometimes if I'm panicking, I'll screw up my macro, and that's how I lose. But your macro is quite good. It's at a diamond level of play. Your macro is awesome. You saturate your bases. You could do it a lot faster if you use both nexuses, but you saturate them either way. Your defenses a little bit over the top with all these cannons. This is a little bit of wasted money. I mean, one cannon is 150. That's a 3, 6, 8 times 150. We'll say that's about 1,500 almost, give or take a few hundred. Again, my math bad. Almost as bad as a
so
Leo.
yeah, that's yeah right. That's 1,500 minerals that could have gone towards like 15 charged zealots, which really could have changed the tide of battle in the last fight. I
Yeah.
mean,
Though
but
if
something I want to point out, sorry, for Fonzie, is that he has to keep producing. I'm sorry, keep calling down mules to get that extra income. I think he has to work on his macro a bit more. Maybe expand more when he knows he's ahead, and just build more barracks and just keep producing units.
and saturate those bases.
Yeah.
Saturation is 16 on minerals, and you want 3 on each geyser. And you always want to be calling down the mules. I mean, you have about 600 energy worth of mules right there. That's a lot of mules. That's a lot of money. If we look at
And
the
also,
income, it's 1,400 to 1,300. Protoss is
yeah,
2 basin. He just lost his 3 basin. He's about to lose his 3rd base. It's not even very well saturated, but look at the income. Terran has 100 more resource income currently than him. The gas income is because he has 2 extra geysers, but this is the effectiveness of having full saturation. 10 on, he's 3 base and his 2 base, and then it's so close, you just wonder why. The reason why is because he only has 11 SCVs here. That's 5 SCVs off from saturation. He has 10 SCVs here. That's another 6 SCVs. That's 11 SCVs he's missing there. Plus 2 here. We'll say that's 13. That's 13 SCVs. SCVs plus the mules he's missing as well. He could be ahead by 2,500 minerals easily if he's fully saturated. That's going to cost you so many games, especially versus the aggressive Zergs that expand faster than you, expand more than you. They're going to have so much more economy. They're going to be able to swarm you with units. You're going to crumble if you don't spend those mules, if you don't use saturation. You're just going to crumble. That's something you can
Yeah.
work on.
As you can see here, Fonzie had 1,500 gas saved up in the bank. Something you want to do versus Protoss, like almost every game, late game, around the 20-minute mark, which is where we're at, is start building ghosts to use EMP on the High Templar that they might have, or just on their shields to pretty much melt their army even quicker. Yeah, so ghosts, I really recommend getting those, and just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Just try to take their advice and then
Yeah.
kind of portray it in your next game. So I'm looking forward to see what you do next.
Yep. All right, man. It's been a good game. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.